Welcome. Today we are diving into geometry to explore alternate interior angles. Specifically, we will learn why they are congruent when lines are parallel, and we will prove it using corresponding angles. First, we need to agree on some definitions. We start with parallel lines. These are lines on a flat surface that never intersect, no matter how far you extend them. Next, we have a transversal. A transversal is simply a line that crosses two or more other lines. When a transversal cuts through two parallel lines, it creates different regions. The space sandwiched strictly between the two parallel lines is what we call the interior region. Everything outside this band is the exterior. Now let's locate the alternate interior angles. First, they must be in that interior region we just defined. Second, they are on opposite, or alternate, sides of the transversal line. A great trick is to look for a letter Z shape. The angles tucked inside the corners of the Z are your alternate interior angles. Here is the theorem we are discussing. If two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then the pairs of alternate interior angles are congruent. In geometry, congruent simply means they have the exact same angle measure. Before we do the formal math, let's build some intuition. Imagine pinning the diagram at the very center midpoint and spinning the top intersection 180 degrees. You can see that angle 1 would rotate around and land perfectly on top of angle 2. This symmetry suggests they must be equal. Now for the formal proof, we will use logic steps. Step 1. Focus on angle 1 and angle 3. These are vertical angles because they are opposite each other at an intersection. We know from the vertical angles theorem that vertical angles are always equal. So, angle 1 equals angle 3. Step 2. Now look at angle 3 and angle 2. Notice they are in the exact same position at each intersection, top right. These are corresponding angles. Because the lines are parallel, the corresponding angles postulate tells us that angle 3 must be equal to angle 2. Let's put it all together. In step 1, we showed angle 1 equals angle 3. In step 2, we showed angle 3 equals angle 2. By the transitive property, if A equals B and B equals C, then A must equal C. Therefore, angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. The theorem is proven. To wrap up, remember these key points. Parallel lines are essential for this rule. Alternate interior angles follow a Z pattern inside the parallel lines. And finally, they are always equal in measure. We proved this by connecting vertical angles with corresponding angles.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.